fix, or I didn't fix it. Chris fixed the server. I respawned the train from last night. So last night's stream, yeah, just didn't happen. But the one train is in Yermo. The one from last night, the one that we ran. Or the one that I sent out, rather. It's just sitting here in Yermo. With this coal train that's been here for over 2 weeks. And this is Locomotive V3 from the other day, which I switched the consist and have them ready to go. I don't know why a Long Beach train is going to Tehachapi. That's just kind of a AI dispatch kind of thing. What's going on here? That's a signal. Oh. Yeah, there's a few more trains around because we fixed the server. Consist is probably a little different from last night because I couldn't get it perfectly replicated because the train literally went out of existence, but I got it as close as possible. Anyways, time to do what I was intending to do last night. Typical BNSF Daggett moment. Yeah, the train isn't tied down in Mojave Yard. It's just been sitting there for 2 weeks. Mojave Yard was its destination. Just all the cars go up to the Cal Portland plant, up the Oak Creek branch. And I just hate doing that operation, so I just kind of procrastinated as long as possible. Who knows, maybe we'll do that tonight. I'll do that operation on a stream. Oh, speaking of which, give me 1 second here. Oh, that's right. I didn't really go anywhere. Oh, since when did the newly spawned trains spawn with their anal pots closed? They normally spawn with them open. If anything, that makes it more difficult, because now, if I wanted to build, well, I'm not going to build the air on the entire train, I'll just let AI do that. Once I get Loy 30 back here, this will be the Loy 30 up to Mojave. But if I were to build the air on this entire train, I'd have to connect the air hoses and open each individual angle cock, and that would take, with this size of a train, good 20 minutes. Let me change it to 5 in the morning, so that way we can go through the entire day rather than going into night. Because as I said in my last stream, operating in night in Run8 sucks. Amtrak rescue train. Oh, I almost forgot about that. There's a Amtrak 3 with 125. Doesn't 125 have that axes or whatever that limits it to the Northeast Corridor? I think 125 in real life has that. I don't know though. You know, let's see if it's spawned in the right phase, because like 2/3 of the time when an Amtrak spawns in. Oh, yeah, oh, here we go. It's a phase 4. We got 155 and 125. My favorite Amtrak phase 4. Why do we do 3 haunts? It's okay. My favorite Amtrak phase 4 heritage units with all phase 4 heritage consist with what EOT? Is that EOT? Okay. Yeah, Run8 is funky. VSDG Clo. Bunch of H2 Gevos. We haven't had this many H2 Gevos in. Oh my gosh, the golden swoosh! But it's H2 mega rare. The golden swoosh. Apparently, the golden swoosh came leading on some 2 train port stack, something train, stack train into LA like a week or 2 ago. I had no idea. I was working. Since I don't want to drag this car out, I'm just going to shove this car just further into it. Am I going to make a train video soon? Like, I'm assuming you're referring to a video that is not me playing Run8. Yes. Eventually. It's off screen, but I have my Mac over there on one of my other desks, and it's really just sitting there. I don't use that computer anymore because it runs really slowly. It's really old. I have about 2 terabytes. I have a 2 terabyte external hard drive connected to it at all times, and that has every video that I'm ever going to upload up until about 2022. Until late 2022. Like, I'm talking October 2022. After that point, I have the videos saved on the computer that I'm using to do this. And I really don't want to spend the money on an editing software that I'm only on, like a nice editing software or like a subscription to an editing software, so I don't have to have a stupid watermark, just for a software to literally compile train videos when I have the Mac with iMovie built into it. So I'm kind of just trying to figure out what the next best move is here to actually, if I just want to sit through the slow and painful process of waiting for that computer to do its thing and upload it, or if I want to get a new computer, probably like a laptop, an Apple laptop, so I can still have the luxury of iMovie, because I'm very familiar with the software, I know all the works of it, and I don't need to worry about a watermark. Or if I should just pay the extra money for an editing software on this computer, transfer over the files from the hard drive to this computer, and upload them there. The only issue with that last part is the hard drive, the external hard drive for the other computer, it's only Apple compatible. So I'd have to figure out a way to do it. I'm in a bit of a pickle here. Something that honestly I really don't want to take the time to get out of, because I've got too many other things that I need to actually focus on, such as work and saving money for a house, this and that, all sorts of kind of life things. That honestly, adding computer and YouTube stuff on top of it at the moment just makes it's almost unnecessary. Like, it doesn't seem like a necessity at the moment to me. If that makes sense. Seriously. In chat, you asked if it turned and burned or if it's still in LA. If you're referring to the golden swoosh, I'm pretty sure that is left by now. However, something else that's worth noting is there's two executive maps in Long Beach right now. If I'm not mistaken, they came in on the same train, so theoretically they're still paired together and could leave together, which would be kind of cool. But if that's going to show up tomorrow, I'm really debating if I should go up and see that, or if I should stay here and get the military train coming down with an all-foreign consist. Assuming it keeps the all-foreign consist. That's the part where I'm really debating what I should be doing tomorrow. Because tomorrow, surprisingly, I have off. It's a really good day to have off because I can go to Fullerton, potentially, assuming the military train doesn't come down tomorrow. I'd probably just go to Fullerton because that's the easiest thing for me to do. And I can see the two executive maps if they still roll through on the same train, if they even show up. It's all a bunch of ifs. It's a lot of ifs. Or if the military train is going to come down, but not the executive max, I can just stay down here and get a cool shot of it rolling through San Clemente. And then there's the other if, which I think is probably going to happen. The executive mats are going to leave, and the military train is going to come through both tomorrow. And I have to decide whether I want to make my chance to see both by going to, say, maybe Riverside or San Bernardino and just be there for both of them, because there's not really a chance I can get anywhere else. Or miss out on one and get a better shot of the other. And I really don't know which one I would prefer to see, because both of those are pretty damn cool, if you ask me. It'd be, because what I'm attempting to do is get a really cool shot with the military train. I'm attempting to get a really cool shot of it in, assuming it rolls through in daylight through San Clemente. Because where it's at right now, last I heard, it's probably passing Flagstaff right now that I think about it, or like just passed maybe 10-15 minutes ago. I haven't checked the camera. I don't really care for virtual Railfan, nor do I watch their cameras anymore. I haven't watched them consistently since maybe 2021. The only thing I ever check is the San Juan cam to see if the bar SDG has anything good last second. If something's just last second worth seeing. 999 out of 1,000 times it's not. However, this military train does have my interest. A KCS and a CP is the only power. That's worth seeing. But to me, a pair of executive maps is also worth seeing. So I really just got to make the choice if I want to kind of get a mid shot of both of them at kind of the same location, or get a good shot of one and not the other. Or completely miss out on one and not get the other. So if any of you have any suggestions on what I should do, if you think a pair of executive maps would be cooler to see on like a staff train, or if I should go for the military train rolling through San Clemente, just let me know. I'm really kind of stumped with this one. Am I going to see 5828 tonight? I'm completely unaware of what is happening with 5828. I've seen 5828 before. Is it on like the bar SDG or something? It's probably something I don't know because no one really tells me anything. I kind of just have to figure it out myself. Or just the off chance someone actually tells me something. So let me take a look. 5828. Oh, it's on the Z Memlab. Let's see. Where is it at currently? Oh, it's already at Keenbrook? Yeah, no, I'm definitely not seeing 5828. I would have to already be going to Fullerton or be in Fullerton if I wanted to see that. If I knew about it... Actually, no, I still probably wouldn't go for it if I knew about it before I left work today. Because if I went to if I went straight to the North Beach train station after leaving work, I could have made it in top 609, or worst case scenario 785 or 589. I think the new train is. But I don't know. I've seen 58-28 leading multiple times. It's not really a big deal to me. Bill Salas, if you're referring to the pair of executive maps and the military train reaching the Cajon sub, the executive maps, it really depends on when they leave Long Beach. It would be about maybe 3.5 hours to 4 hours after they leave Long Beach. They would reach the Cajon sub. The military train, if it doesn't stop, aside from its usual crew changes, it would reach the Cajon sub in about 13 to 14 hours. However, it's BNSF. It's BNSF. Be not sure forever. BNSF. Most of the time, they tend to stop the military trains in Daggett, or sorry, not Daggett, Needles, for like half a damn year sometimes. So, gonna try and keep my eyes on it. If it does stop there, then oh well. Hopefully, it still ends up being a daylight run, because it'd be really nice to have that as a daylight run. However, I'm gonna go for it regardless. Not gonna miss up on an all-foreign consist. The only reason that would probably make me skip out on this military train is if in Barstow or somewhere they just cut off the power. If they cut off the power, then there's nothing to see really. But aside from that, it doesn't really matter what time it gets here, as long as it gets here. The military would probably disagree. Train stops in Barstow or Needles for like a week. That's probably going to be that may or may not be annoying to them. I don't really know. I don't know how urgent this stuff is to them. Considering the train is a priority 1 and it's loaded, I don't know. It seems like they would want their massive killing machines for training purposes. But who knows? Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it absolutely does not matter to them. Maybe it's just for show. They do it. They they run the train for fun. Someone asked if I still railfan Santa Fe Springs. I mean, I never decided I would never railfan there again. I just don't have many ways to get up there every so often. I was up there not too long ago. I'm trying to remember the date. I don't remember what day it was, but I swear I've been there. I swear I've been there recently. Maybe I was talking about going there recently and never actually did. It's been a minute since I've been up there though. Not too long, about a year ago, I was up there, and BNSF 164, back when it still had its ATSF paint, it came through leading RCal 006 by itself. And for those of you who don't know, 164 has an RS3L, so it was literally like just a pure ATSF train right there. And it was pretty damn cool. That day, that wasn't even the train we were trying to see. I didn't even know it was running like that. It was also really weird because I've never seen the La Mirada locals with one locomotive. They usually have two. But it was just by itself. Maybe the other unit broke in like Pico Rivera or something. They cut it off. Or perhaps they just long hooded up there. I don't know. I didn't see it in the morning. Someone asked if I could, or Justin Parker asked if I could run an ES44 and an Ace on Cajon. I would. However, I'm on the Southwest Plus server. We have like each person has a more direct set of things to do. We kind of take things a bit more seriously on here. We have like yard bids and whatever and whatnot. And I'm on the Yermo, Mojave, Trona, Bakersfield, and SJVR. So it's not that I'm really limited to those things. I technically could run a mainline train. I just often choose not to because I want to keep all my yards in order. And with how inefficient everything was happening last night, I'm behind. And I'm also on here a lot less because I'm working. So I don't know. And I don't really find the joy of Run8 anymore, running a mainline freight. I prefer the switching operations, where I'm just kind of always active, moving back and forth, kind of constantly doing something, rather than just sitting in the cab, staring out the window. Oh, I'm being told to join VC. Hello, Ryan.
Okay. Trying to get bored for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, basically. What are you going to be doing?
Well, my daily switcher are so full. I got something to check that before I do anything. forgot I think it was an hour ago.
You have no power in San Bernardino? Oh, right,
wait, no,
because we
airplane.
just have all the trains go through the yard because... Well, you have a train approaching San Bernardino if you want to work that. Oh my god, look at the train's length! Look at the length of the Z-Og SPD pulling into San Bernardino. It's freaking 7777.
Holy shit, I didn't... Oh my god. Okay,
That's-
this is a long one.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I haven't seen the train length be 7777 yet. We have BNSF 7777 in Barstow. I've kept it there for like 2 years because I'm waiting for them to add the Surfliner. And then I'll just have that lead the Dago every time. Who else joined? Is it Josh? Oh no, it's Sam. You sounded like Josh for a second.
Did I? So, I was like a Josh and...
Hello Sam, you are now officially part of a stream.
Oh boy. So you have consented to a legal contract
Yeah.
to swear every other word of it. Got it. Actually, be careful what you say with Autumn because you get my way. Autumn, you get monetized? You get super chats?
I'm not sure if I do anymore because of how inconsistently I've been uploading. I think they said, no, you're done. So I'm gonna have
You're
to...
not making any more Foamy Fullerton videos. You're gone from AdSense.
Yeah, I'm gone. I've
Oh my
been...
god, let's go! Let's go! Oh my god, such a good train. No fair tables. Fair tables? No parts of the fair table track. Let's go.
W train for real?
Oh my god! I just sleep in it and just like leave the locomotive. I'm so happy with it.
Oh no way, Peter's in chat? Gosh, Peter, get your ass on Run8 and then join this server. Like, it's not that hard, bro.
Is it Longmont Railfanning?
Yeah.
Does he work for Watsco by chance?
No?
That other friend is Peter who works for Watsco. He posted those already.
Alright, time to take this one car to this one industry.
Oh wait, did Chris fix that train that was like bugging out of his meeting? Like big time bugging out?
I do not know. Why is this car not building air? Oh, my locomotive's anal props aren't connected. Oh my shit.
Okay, honestly, I just had 7. I don't care.
Yeah, well, I'm not a cheater. I actually play the game realistically. So I build the air like a normal human being.
I have never gone already.
I sit and suffer through the process of being a railroader, but only it's worse because if your game glitches, you're just fucked. Like in my case scenario last night.
I saw that video of it.
Dude,
The only time I ever like F7 it is because I forget like the different things I can leave it to, like the different vectors and everything. And that's usually like every single time. So I'm like, that's the best part about that video was you like jumping up.
yeah, dude, it scared the shit out of me. Like, I just saw this and I was like, oh, what the hell? Okay.
I had to running on another server today, and I had my train like completely like invisible while I was in the cab.
Yeah, running is
Like the
weird. It's just weird, to say the least.
I also had like a friend going past me in a siding on Southeast the other day, and I couldn't see his train, I could just see his player just sitting in the air. Oh my god.
What's sitting at East Barstow? Like, tied down. There's no symbol on it.
Imagine it's the military train, but Chris decided to put it in.
Real military equipment added to Run8.
Real, not fake.
Very real. The most real thing to occur ever.
I know we're getting a bunch of MOW equipment soon.
Now equipment? Really?
Yeah, that's what Jason was talking about. What Jason was saying to one of my friends.
Well, that'll be cool. So we can run actual W trains. Will they be interactive with Mal equipment?
I'm not sure. I may just be like, make it like flat cars that have now equipment lows.
I mean,
I'm not sure what it will be.
Regardless, it'll be nice to have something. VSBD Tup?
Yeah, where's that go?
Tup. Oh shit. You're putting me on the spot here. I don't remember where Tup is. I've seen the train before. It runs every once in a while. It's an extra.
I look at it, I'm like, what did Owen send out? And like, with what cars? There are no cars at all.
Tup is somewhere in Mississippi. Tupelo, something Mississippi.
I'm just gonna look on the Fulmer's website and find it. What's U-Bar bars in MW? Do not move or ban.
Oh yeah, the U-Bar. So we have that there because AI dispatch, if we don't have a train there just kind of tied down, every single train, regardless of its symbol, will go on to main 1 and then go up Mojave. There'll be like 49 trains on the fucking Mojave sub, and half of them are going to Long Beach or LA. And it's stupid.
Wait. Hang on.
This set of cars we have up here was the cars that were sitting in San Bernardino for like a whole year. And then and then we were like, maybe if we put a train there, and we were just trying to think of what to put there. And I remembered there were these cars that we haven't really used for anything, so we just put them up here.
Yeah, I forgot.
The GK pack. Why is this here?
Who left this time? I'm eating a...
No way, approach.
A ton of random letters. And then we... Wait, is there... Yeah, okay, I see what you mean, because I'm looking at the phone server right now. There's absolutely nothing. There's no MMW shit in there anymore. It's like see the AT
Yeah.
Just sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
And then LSGs in Mojave. Holy shit. Auto just gridlocks the entire thing.
Oh yeah, on the public server, auto gridlocks the entire Mojave sub, and it's like if you. Cajon?
No, for Barstow Euro.
Oh, they gridlock Barstow
Euro? Well, it's also just gridlock.
Yeah, AI dispatch is really the only thing that can make a railroad look like the I-5. Like, seriously.
No shit. Mojave stuff and Barstow Euro auto was turned off somehow. What the hell? Oh, this is a server reset. All autos just turned off.
Yeah, I don't really like auto dispatch. It's not really good at what it's intended to do.
I hate auto, specifically when you're trying to run a local and it's like putting you on the wrong track.
Dude, okay. I have that exact issue with the exact train I'm running right now. So I'm running a train to a local. Well, I'm running a train that doesn't really exist to an industry that exists but isn't served by Union Pacific. And for whatever reason, even if I request the specific block to go onto that track, no matter what I do, AI will not line me onto that track. No matter what I do. So I just have to give myself a
just mark you off now.
It won't even line me off map. It will just line me somewhere else. And I'll be like, oh, see you later. Just call me when you're ready to go again. And it's like, no, not see you later. You line me the wrong fucking way.
I might have to turn auto off, get what I need to get done, and turn auto back on.
Yeah, or what I'm doing right now is instead of just turning auto off, I'm just giving myself a restricting over the control points. Granted, I'm gonna have to go 20 miles an hour till I reach the next signal, but whatever.
Owen yelled at me because the other day I was running the Diego, and it had a little pickup for the MD, just the Barstow guard. And Owen got mad and took the shoes all the way into the yard. And he's like, bro, why'd you put restricting? auto. And I'm like, it wouldn't put me in the yard. It said, oh my god, you stupid.
Something that's a lot easier is to set your destination block to the block just before the yard, and then give yourself a restricting into the yard.
That's what I thought of.
That it's so much easier, and you actually get to go track speed the whole time. Or you can just violate some FRA and G-Port bullshit and just go like 30 past the restricting. Just who really gives a shit?
Honestly, it's a few differences that big. That's just, no.
Well, it is and it isn't.
Oh shit! I hate it when this fucking terminal gives me like three different trains in one. But so it's like, oh.
Imagine how I feel up in Mojave when I have to run a local, when I have to run LP 51, and I go all the way up to Monolith, and I go all the way down to Lancaster, then I go back to Mojave, up to Cal Portland, and then back to Mojave.
Okay, this is why I love running long time in Trona, because you just don't have to deal with that. Okay, this sounds super weird, like out of nowhere. Where the fuck did I get in Norfolk Southern FC-78?
Casey, that's it, Casey.
Oh, are you serious?
Oh yeah, he used that as his main switcher for months.
Well, I know he used it, but I got rid of it like a while ago.
Oh, it came back?
I got rid of it.
Probably Casey.
It's a different one. I think he just bugged someone. It's not that.
He definitely, or he'll do it, or he did what he did last time. He stole it from West Colton, or a different train came in with one, and he just used it.
How did he not ban from the circuit?
Dude, there was one time I saw him grabbing a singular YN2-9 from West Colton, power moving it over to San Bernardino, just to then put it on point of a fucking Z train, when he had 19 locomotives in San Bernardino, and I counted that.
No TO, no PTC.
They were all Givos and Aces. They all had, well, even though PTC is PTC is completely irrelevant in Run8. Massive W right there. No PTC box, no PTC.
For now. Okay, honestly though, I kind of thank him because now I got my Aces back. I freaking like Lloyd. Remember when you had Lloyd 30 and had
all Aces?
Yeah. Two KCS Aces had the same shit, but the train corrupted and deleted itself.
That's a skill issue on your part.
Didn't you guys have a local thing? It may have been like out Commerce or something. You guys had a local that had like 8103 on it.
8103?
A Wyvern? What? It's somewhere in the LA area. I saw like a picture of the local that had, I think it was like 8103. It was something in that area too.
NS81, what? I can imagine 1070.
They
don't have NS Chivo here.
Why was it a Wyvern? I had no clue. Symbol. I think that's a picture of it.
Was it on the?
Wait, in real life or the server? Real life.
Oh, in real life. In real life, that makes even less sense.
Like, what makes sense? It's probably 1069.
Perhaps. Or it could have been 1071 when it came in on the bar. No, that went to Watson. Yeah, I have no idea. If you can send me a picture, if you can send me the picture or a link to it, I can probably tell you what it was on.
For some reason I thought it was the NW. I'm not sure why. Oh shit, then I was looking. Too close for comfort. I didn't notice. Whoops. What needs to be done? Is there anything?
In Mojave, the only thing that needs to be done is there's 2 trains in there. There's LP, well, there's 3 trains in there. The toll train, don't touch. That's gonna be something we're doing later. The LOP 53 and the Loy 30. The power for those 2 just needs to switch. Just put the LOP 53 power in the position that the Loy 30 power is in, and then vice versa. Loy 30 power in the position. No, the LP 51, the two locomotives, those ones stay there. That's its own. That's a different train. LP 53.
Oh, I see the 53.
Yeah, because Lloyd 30 is going to bring this consist that 53 is on back to Yermo, and then 53 is going to bring the consist 30 connected to Searles. Yes.
Alright, I can do that.
Gosh. I'm really pushing it to the limit here with this 20-mile-an-hour speed limit on a restricting. I'm going 19.8. Make that 19.9.
Right. Another server I was on just trying to cold train, and we had it was 3x4x2.
Oh, this car's supposed to be loaded. Wait, no, it's not. Wait, yes,
I don't think Trona even has that amount. No, it was going up to Searles, and then all of the Hubbers TDs are good out. Wait, hang on. Was it the Trona train or the CBT train? For the cold train.
How long ago?
I don't think Trona even has that. No, this is on a Run8 server. It wasn't a Trona train. It was the Union Pacific train down for like Trona. Oh, that's that.
Every now and then on this server, we actually have a Trona train show up. Not too like 3 months ago, I'd say there was a coal train that came in for Trona that had maybe 90 cars. Dude, that was not fun in the slightest to bring down to Trona. We had to do the maximum gradient is at the very top, right by Searles. It's 2%. However, the rest of it caps at 1.6. And it's the part that made it worse was we had to make 2 trips to complete it. So we had to go up, bring half of it down with all 7 units, go back up with all 7 units, and then bring the rest of it down with all 7 units. Then combine the 2 back together and put it on the loop as one train.
Did you? Because when I ran it, my full train that I had to take up there on a different server, it had 110 cars. There was, it came into Mojave. It had 2 up front, 4 in the middle, 1 on the back, and I added an additional unit on the front.
Was that with the Trona power? Because in Searles, Union Pacific exchanges with Trona Railway, which is a short line.
Because coming back out empty, it's no big deal.
Oh yeah, when it's empty. This was going down to Trona where it goes in loaded.
Oh, down the hill?
Yeah. Going up.
I just AI'd it was no problem.
Oh yeah, I'm not. When I say all this happens, it's never me doing the full operation. I just AI the trains, but it still sucks because I did have to do the last part of the operation where I combined the 2 and then brought them into the loop. But when it goes out as one train, I can do that with 2 engines, even 1 unit sometimes. The last coal train we ran, when it went up empty, it went up with 1 unit.
Yeah, so why did you have to split it?
Because when it was going down, because Trona only has 7 locomotives.
Yeah.
7 active locomotives. They have 9, but 2 of them don't work. And 7 SD40-2s and SD40T-2s cannot carry 90 loaded coal cars down to
1.6% grade. Safely, yeah. Realistically.
Or at all.
Yeah,
it'll happen for maybe 5 minutes before it derails, going 95. Well, it's just going to commit a UTS1 in fucking Kelso. And to be fully honest with you, I'm pretty sure Trona Railway does not want that.
What's the
Freebird? Isn't a Freebird down to home?
That was a Trona train, wasn't it?
Which one?
Duffy Street.
Duffy Street. Yes, that train did come from Trona. It was the
oh shit!
It was the MJLBO, if I'm not mistaken. -11.
Okay, I have one question. How the fuck is Morley late from LA?
In real life?
Because it's a long haul manufacturer is what you expect. That's true.
When I was on
I
3,
took
coming
the
from...
Coast Starlight to LA once. I took the Coast Starlight. I think the Coast Starlight shot no funny time.
When I took the Coast Starlight from Seattle to LA, we were so screwed. I cannot believe we made 794. Like, we got dragging equipment in real life 3 times with an Amtrak.
Oh my god.
And when we were departing Portland, someone pulled the emergency brake cord because they got on the wrong fucking train.
Oh my god, are you fucking...
Oh, no, I wish I could make that up.
Express.
I wish I was making that up. It was so stupid.
They pulled the little kid from the Polar Express.
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh wait, I
Stop
passed
the
another
train! Stop the train! I missed my fucking Cascades in Seattle.
No. They didn't miss a Cascades. They were attempting to get on the Empire Builder, going the other way.
That was my thought too. I was
Dude, I don't understand. I don't understand how you can even do that. Because to get onto the train, they scan your fucking ticket. So, how did you get on the train?
I don't think
Sit
they scanned
down.
the ticket. That's my thing. I don't think they scanned it. I navigated trains all over Europe for a whole week and never had a single issue. And these are like big train stations that like have...
Those are big train stations where there's actually enough trains to get yourself potentially confused. Portland has maybe 20 trains over the course of the entire day. Yeah,
it's super. The best trick is like Google Maps on your phone. You go to transit, it'll show you platform, train time, and everything.
Or just know the schedule.
Or you just know the schedule, but like.
Or just be a Giga Chat and have like TMDS for Portland.
Yeah. Too bad TMDS got like so deep.
One day I went to Railfanning, the Portland train station, because they've got freight trains that roll through there. There's like a big ass bridge right before it with a bunch of jointed rails on it, and like there's one section that's just outside of Portland where the track speed is like 50. And there's like 19 crossings in a row, just surrounded by buildings, so you get awesome like slapback from the horn.
The San Mateo moment.
And then the actual Portland station has like 2 railroad crossings right by it. They go like 5 miles an hour, but they're underneath the Portland Bridge. It's the rail bridge, a tram bridge, and a road bridge stacked on top of each other, so you get that awesome horn echo. I really want to go there for like a day or two and just like get some good horn audio. I should stop a bit faster. There we go.
Yeah, see, when I took the Coast Starlight from the wildfires at the service stat, so I got on Emeryville. Wait, wildfires? When was this? This was in 2021. Oh my god.
Oh, when we had like 19 million wildfires?
No. I've been held on by Amtrak. I think 3 times trying to get on the Coast Starlight. Because the first time was I was trying to get top on 14 on New Year's Day. I think we all know how that played out. All the bunches of rain in California. Rain for us. No, because
Nothing.
I checked the fucking Amtrak charges. The 14 that started on the 31st was 28 hours late.
28 hours?
I'm not kidding you. They canceled our train, they ended it at Oakland. They didn't have us go any further. Did they just tell you they are a bus?
I don't know. I think the train that derailed in Moore Park took a bigger L than that train.
Oh god. But here's the thing. We sold that, we got a full refund. We tried to plan it in somewhere like April? For Easter break, whatever. They told us fucking backwards. You gotta get on it every day. What the fuck?
Wait,
we even tried,
there's a used Sile bar. When did we add that train?
It was like, just fly to Oakland and take a taxi to the train. Well, they offered you like they said if you pay up like about $126 more, you could take the bus to Bakersfield to visit San Francisco. That's just stupid. Oh god! And then I think we tried one more time, and then something else happened, and it was so stupid. Yes, anyways, I got off. It was probably 30 minutes back to the road or something.
That is a lot of Richmond tankers.
And it was great all day, basically. So I got to LA. I got to LA on time, 9 p.m. when my friend picked us up to drive us. So 9 p.m. on Sunday, drive us where he lives in, I think I forget where he lives. Somewhere near, like, Newport. Don't tell us. We're like, what the fuck happened? And then I remember distinctly, like, leaving downtown LA, getting on the interstate, and like, why is there so much traffic 9 p.m. on a Sunday? Like, you got in LA.
You're in LA. You can be there on a Tuesday at 3 in the morning. You'll have traffic.
Yeah. Thank God I was flying home from Santa Ana and not LAS. Okay, one of the funniest things I've, like, never expected at all. Remember the BNSF meeting that I wrote on?
Oh, the one that I saw in Seattle?
Yeah.
Dude, that was so stupid. I was in Seattle, right? I didn't even know that the Empire Builder hadn't left yet. I see it backing in, and I see a BNSF on the other fucking end, and I was like, what? What the fuck? It's literally the first stop. Seattle is its origin. How does it already have a BNSF on point? Dude, they have an Amtrak facility there. Why didn't they just add another Amtrak unit?
The funniest part. So, the first thing I found out one of the trips I really know on Amtrak. He was on that train. I first asked him, how the hell did he get one of these? He said, shit went down. They had no locomotives in Amtrak. There were galaxy closest they had.
Bullshit! They didn't have other locomotives.
What did they do for AT&T?
I went to the Amtrak Seattle thing. I went to the Amtrak Seattle place later that day. They had like 19 units there. Granted, 3 of them were Dash 8s.
Like they said, like some of them weren't working.
They should have just used one of the Dash 8s they had there. That would have been way cooler.
I know, but the funniest part, we were 15 minutes late to San Luis Mexico. By the time we got to LA, 2 minutes late.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell you guys stayed on time, because the Gevos, they have a lower track speed than the P-42s and the Chargers.
I don't fucking know how it made up time. Like, I can kind of see that because, like, when freight locomotives, like, on a power move or, like, passenger equipment, they can only go 70. So, like...
We can go 75.
No, it's 70. The guy told me it's 70.
Really?
Yeah, was it Evo or Ace? It was Evo. 8119. And, well, because, like, most of Santa Barbara stuff, it's, like, 70 and below. Like, it never hits 79.
Dude. That section of track is so stupid, because you have to slow down to, like, 20 for every crossing.
Oh, that's only between, like, what is it called? Like, Carpenter and Santa Barbara, it's like between Ventura, no.
It's between Ventura and Santa Barbara, because some special instructions bullshit that I don't care about.
Okay, so actually, the thing I told you this also. It's a huge issue that, like, it's not like super bad, but it's just an annoying thing that you do. Basically, since Amtrak is technically government funded, will this case go up for seconds? There we go. Okay. So basically, since Amtrak is government railroad, government property, government funded, basically, UP is trying to be a fish, and basically, they have us stop things like they're like messed up. They haven't done it on purpose. They're not fixing them on purpose.
It's not even something like, it's not even an issue about fixing. It's the internal timing on the crossing. It's the internal timing, and it's the vibration sensors. That's all you have to do is just change the way they're set up.
No, here's the stupid part. UP doesn't want to do it because he's trying to get money from the government.
How is
Unless they get like
I don't think I'm connecting the dots here.
Because Amtrak uses their tracking. Technically, the government has to fund it.
Oh shit! So they're trying to get more. So they're trying to get more usage hours. They're trying to get more usage hours from them.
Yeah, that's what it is. All they told me is just that they're trying to. It's just Amtrak, since the government thing, they use the tracks. Basically, trying to get money from the government.
I mean, no, that's fucking stupid.
Bullshit.
That's so stupid.
I know.
You know,
maybe.
You know what would be a way smarter idea? Since they don't use the fucking route at all, except for the one local a day. Why don't they make the rest of it CTC? So then we can have more trains run through. Then, not only are the trains on time, they get more of the money that they want for the track usage. Like
that's what they're trying to do. That's actually what they're trying to put like interval. Holy shit! This interval does not fit.
If they even start running road freights in that upper sub or whatever it's called, I will literally fly out to see it.
They used to run them. They stopped because it's kind of not really. It's not really safe.
Searchlights and stuff out there too.
So
every now and then there's like a reroute through there, but at most it'll be a bare table.
They're trying to put like I know they're trying to put some intervals on there.
I don't see that going well.
They said the west, either it was the west of Pass. So so far they're saying the west of Pass tunnels and the Louisiana Pass tunnels. If they can raise those, they'll put them on.
So they're gonna spend the money. They're gonna spend the money to raise the tunnels before making the route CTC and making the sidings long enough to actually fit a potential interval train.
Every single siding filled by very quickly.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like
get rid of your fucking bare tables.
Get rid of the bare tables. Make the sidings. Make everything CTC from Oxnard on, and boom, you can. Or if for whatever reason you just can't get rid of those damn bare tables, make another track on the other side.
That's the thing. I think you just like they got a thought of that line saying it's useless. You don't want it. But they gotta keep running because you get money for the Amtrak. And that's the only reason why they still have it.
Yeah, simply the only reason they still own that route is because they get the money from Amtrak and Metroling for the short section that they use it. That's it. They don't have it for any other reason. They don't give two shits. If they probably wouldn't even run the LOF 65 and 66 because they don't care. Less shit for them to do. They to be honest, if UP didn't own that, they might have given that the LOF 65 and 66 job to what's that short line in Ventura?
Ventura County Railroad.
Yeah, they might have given it to that. I would not be surprised if they had that job had UP sold the line to Amtrak, probably in like the 90s.
Trying to make so many fucking cuts for this train. Does it had to be, okay, no offense, it had to be 77, 77.
I don't know why I would be taking offense to that. I didn't build the train. I just noticed that and thought it was pretty cool.
That's like AI bullshit that. I don't like it.
Should I go ahead and set this train up to Searles?
Well, you won't be able to for at least 30 minutes now because there's trains lying through. You won't be able to throw the switches.
Yeah, I mean, there's 37 cars.
But yeah, as soon as you're able to throw the switches, you can send those trains. You can send that train down to Searles. Ooh, wait, actually, hang on. Let me double check what's in Searles before I say anything. Okay, so there is
I'm gonna have to make split this train in half.
Okay, so there is a cut of cars in Searles. You won't be able to throw the switch until there's a eastbound and a westbound that needs to pass before you can throw those switches.
Dave and Buster's.
Yes, it's my it's my small blanket. This Dave and Buster's blanket, this thing crossed the entire country with me. This is the blanket I brought with me on the Amtrak trains. That blanket and a little neck pillow, I survived in coach class for like a month. It's not. It literally it's bearable. Like for the price of a USA Rail Pass, so worth it. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
So how much did you pay for that rail pass?
The Rail Pass was only $500.
And you just went all around the country for this month.
I paid $500 for a trip to Galesburg twice, Denver, and Seattle.
Yeah.
I rode 3 long-distance trains almost in their entirety. Rode the entire Coast Starlight, 90% of the Zephyr, 90% of the Chief. And I rode the Zephyr 3 different times. And I rode the Coast Starlight 3 different times.
How late was it?
So the first time I rode the Zephyr, I went from Emeryville to Galesburg. That train, I was like 5 hours late into Galesburg. Then when I rode the Zephyr from Galesburg to Denver, I was right on time. Or I was like an hour late, but that's right on time for Amtrak.
I rode the Zephyr from Denver to Reno in like 2015, and that was only like 90 minutes late.
Well, that's not bad.
That's rare. That's like super rare.
Because it's usually in between that section where it gets absolutely fucked by Union
We had
Pacific.
no problems. I have a friend who rode the Zephyr.
Dude, you are so lucky. You are so lucky to not get screwed. Because, okay, I got really lucky too. Because the day I rode through freaking Moffett, Utah, Colorado, that section of track that's living hell for Amtrak, and Union Pacific, when we were in Glenwood Springs, there was a Union Pacific train in the Moffett Tunnel that stalled. Yeah, in the Moffett Tunnel, and the westbound Zephyr that was supposed to pass us in just a bit outside of Glenwood Springs, it sat outside of the Moffett Tunnel for 8 hours waiting for that train to get out of the way, and we passed it in Fraser instead of Glenwood Springs. And
Isn't Fraser single track?
There's a siding.
There's a siding. They backed up the stalled train out of the way and just tied it down somewhere, and we passed it. And I looked at it out the window and I just said, "Ha, L."
They're trying to push more traffic on the Moffett.
I don't know how the fuck they're gonna do that. They can't handle the amount of traffic that's currently on it.
There's like 6 trains a day.
Not even 6. If you
On a
say
good day.
it's 6, there's 6 trains on the day that the Zephyr, that both the Zephyrs run every day. There's 6 on the day that the Zephyr and the Rocky Mountaineer runs.
And the ski and the Rocky Mountaineer.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's it. When the Zephyr, the ski train, and the Rocky Mountaineer run, then you have 6 trains a day. That leaves you room for 1 Union Pacific freight train.
Well, there's always one like westbound BNSF train. I think it always leaves Denver at like 6.
There's a westbound and eastbound. They go from Denver to Provo and Provo to Denver. I've seen both of them pass through in the same hour once.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nifty train.
Yeah, I had a friend who was on the Zephyr, and they had an avalanche. There was an avalanche shoot between Glenwood Springs and
Oh, dude, when I was on, it was more than just in between Glenwood Springs and Fraser. In between like Helper, Utah, and Fraser, there were multiple landslides on the tracks, and we had to go through multiple stop and proceed signals because it knocked out the entire signal system. So that's what really made us like 5.5 hours late. It's that section of track that really screws you. Everything east of Denver, you're good. Absolutely nothing is gonna screw you because, yeah, BNSF just does it better, and also it's a better section of track.
Well, so it's super highway that's moved over the Chief.
Oh yeah, the Chief just the Chief, yeah. when I went on the Chief, I got screwed on the Chief literally from the minute I got on it. So it was perfectly on time all the way to Galesburg where it picked me up. But as soon as we left Galesburg, we got stopped at the first control point out of it because a Galbar, a train that literally just departed Galesburg, broke down right in front of us on the one piece of track where it's one track, where we diverge onto another subdivision. We sat there for maybe 2 hours, and at one point we actually got a restricting, or we got permission to pass through the red to pull forward and allow the Zephyr to pass by us on another track because it goes a different way. So that was kind of stupid.
How long was that delay?
That delay was about 1.5 to 2 hours.
That's not bad. But sitting on the train, horrible.
No, honestly, it wasn't bad. I don't mind sitting on the train for hours and hours and hours like that. But the thing that did suck was the sun was facing directly into the train, so you're just getting blinded by the sun for hours. Why are my brakes not braking? What's going on?
Oh my god, so long time. Jeez, I haven't got one of these like long ass trains. Fuck you, system. I don't know what actually.
I tell you what line that's really been picking up with traffic in the last year is the Caliente and Somerset running up from, Yermo up towards Salt Lake City.
I've noticed the main thing that's been giving them a lot more traffic is they un-PSR'd the SCLB and the DVLB. Because originally the SCLB would pick up cars in Denver, but they decided to just scratch that and just create a Denver to Long Beach train.
So now there's two intermodals, so two in each direction intermodals.
Yeah.
And then there's
no.
WCOG,
There's two westbounds. There's one eastbound. There is no LB. There's no Long Beach to Salt Lake City.
Why?
I couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
There's three intermodals.
There's three intermodals. There's the coal trains.
The WCMP.
Oh yeah, the North Platte, the
OG
Ogden train.
and the NP. But isn't there an MLNP or like an MLW?
There's no trains that come out of Miraloma that go that way, but there is the NPML. There's a North Platte Miraloma, and that's it.
There's a West Colton North Platte.
Yeah, there's a West Colton North Platte, but no Miraloma North Platte.
There's a North Platte West Colton too, right?
Yep, North Platte West Colton, Ogden West Colton, and a West Colton Ogden. And then there's a new train that's been coming out of Yermo recently, the Yermo to Montclair train.
Right.
I have no idea what it does or why it exists. It just does.
Wait, hang on. Auto.
Yeah.
Can I send an OG train on a car?
You said what?
Can I send OG and UG cars on a country train because they're basically not the same fish?
No.
I mean,
the one gives the CSX, one gives the CNS.
I mean, the road going to
No, Augusta, Georgia.
Really?
hang on, I'll be back. I will be back in 1 moment. Still missing. Yeah.
Your Run8 graphics make it look like GTA fucking a little bit.
So I'm trying to get this straight. There's three intermodals. How many manifests? There's the WCMP, WCOG, so there's 4. And then there's the ML. There's 5. So it's a grand total of 8 trains, scheduled trains. I think there's an auto rack on the train.
Where'd you get 8?
There's 3 intermodals, 5
3
intermodals.
intermodals. No, 3 intermodals. No. 2 LV trains. Okay, so 3 in a row. Then there's a Locomotive check to just do this. And I was like talking.
So we're officially taking over.
Yeah,
bottom
this is
channel.
he's got 8 gold about
Yep. We murdered BNSF 777. He's gone.
7777.
All of us, yeah, 7777. All the profits now go to us.
Yeah. So, please send in all the money.
Yeah, please give us the super chats, watch our videos, give us AdSense.
So we can, like, start posting, like, when more running shit comes out, we can post it.
Yeah. So all the rights go to us. all of
I've
We're
returned.
gonna
I have
sell-
acquired a healthy snack. It is called an apple.
Oh shit, oh yeah, Jack, so, is it that goes on the street?
What are y'all talking about?
Nothing.
nothing.
You do realize I can go back on the stream and see
Yeah,
what y'all were talking about.
you can replay it, yeah, I don't care. We're just saying it. Well, I'll let you replay it.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do it now. I'll do it later. Because I don't want the stream to be like playing on the stream. Because that'll just sound weird.
Oh yeah, did you hear what I said earlier?
No.
I said you're running graphic thing, it looked like, your Run8 graphic thing, it looked like you can back over it.
I don't see that, no.
I can try to see it.
And then, so there's, I feel like there's some auto rack train. Last time I was out there, I saw a unit auto rack.
That might have, was it full auto rack? Or was it?
I couldn't tell.
Where?
They say they're fitting the entire train.
Yeah, the entire train was auto rack.
Oh, okay, it might have been like a, well, there's something right there. It might have been like a, I forget. I just went through and forgot what the term is. Help me.
That's true.
Detour.
Detour.
Oh, I've been extra too.
But do you auto build any auto rack trains that live up here?
Every now and then. If Donner Pass gets screwed, they send the Amich through there. The Milpitas to Chicago train. They send it through the SEMA sub. They send it down to Hatchapee, then the Mojave sub, then to the SEMA sub.
Oh wait, you get the set?
Yeah. It'll go through Barstow.
Wait, where's this going from Chicago to where?
No. Milpitas to Chicago.
Where's that?
San Jose.
Oh,
It literally
Oh, I just
wraps
realized-
around, goes down, goes back up. It wraps around like 3 fucking times.
that's literally like any fucking intersection, like any fucking train going to the Bay Area.
Yeah, pretty much. Because earlier this year, when Donner Pass was all screwed, that's what they were having the Amich do. But that's not a regular thing. And then there was the other time, there was the AMLMI. However, that went a different way. That one, just for some reason, went on the BNSF Cajon sub, then went up to BNSF Mojave sub, instead of just taking the Palmdale cutoff all the way up. I've never seen the Palmdale cutoff busy. I've never seen it.
It's probably to go forward, especially when how there's trains on them. It's probably what will happen.
Make sure link to the Palmdale cutoff.
That'd be so
What do you guys
stupid.
think of Bright Line going to the middle of I-15?
It's better.
Brightline going up the middle of the I-15 would not work. Because the I-15 on Cajon has a 6.6% grade. That will not happen with a train. You say Luda Great, be like.
How much HPT will it have though? Because it's the ocean.
It doesn't matter how much. It doesn't matter how much HPT it has. It matters about a train's physical capability to go up that gradient.
Alright, George. Imagine just Brightline out of nowhere just flying someone on a rocket. Or something.
Well, the trains. So you know, there's like I think there are like trains in the world. There's like German ice trains.
Yeah.
That's the train set that Brightline's gonna use.
Okay.
So they're gonna.
So
I thought they were using Alstom stuff.
I thought they were using the sets that they have in Florida.
no, they're using.
No. They were trying to get us to do lines. I'm sorry. When did George just get over?
No. Those are, and they're going to be using what's basically the equivalent of an ice 4 train. So it can go up. I mean, those trains can go up to like 250 miles per hour max. I think they're only going to do 200. So they should have. They'll have plenty of power. I've been on one of those ice trains before.
I mean, but also
going up like 10% hills at one point.
I mean, that might be able to go up to 6.6%. I'm not sure of the flexibility or capabilities of those trains. However, I do know typical American standards. I don't think they would build a 6.6% grade.
Oh no, never for freight use.
Obviously not for freight use. The sprinter routes. They have they built a little reroute around San Marcos where it has a 4.4% grade. And even if the local is light powered, it can't take that. They won't allow it.
Wait, there's a 4% grade?
4.4, yep.
That's literally the fucking, that branch of the APS.
It's only for like a second.
Oh, well.
Because
At least it's not like
at San Marcos, they have they call it the loop. So there's the main track, and then there's a track that splits off and goes to the college over here, and then it goes right back. And to get over there, they go up a hill and over the freeway. So they go like up, down a bridge, station, and then they go down. But this section right here going up is the steepest fucking grade I've ever seen in my entire life. I saw it for the first time. I was just looking out the window and I was like, "Oh my god, how does it make it up this?" And then I asked Evan when we got to Oceanside. I asked him how much that grade was. He got out his thing and checked, and he was like, "Yeah, it's 4%." And that just blows me away. That's insane.
Now imagine what Saluda grade was.
Saluda grade's 5%.
It was like 3. What was it?
It was 5. It was 5%.
Yeah, see,
if it was 3%, they'd still use it.
I think I saw a little old video on it, and it said they had to go like cut stuff.
Oh yeah, they had to split the train, bring one part down, go back up, next part, go back up, next part, until they just
What's
had
the railroad in Oregon? It's like the Quincy Railroad that has really steep though. Yeah, look at general.
I know what you're talking
use
about.
with the right line.
Oh, that looks like okay. Honestly, do I know that train reminded you of?
But
Remember, you know that one like.
Whoops. My Discord just broke.
The back of the engine came off alongside the front of the first car.
That's gonna be weird seeing that in California.
Yeah, the other advantage is they also have like tilt shift technology, so like it will like start tilting before it gets to the curve, so it can make turns a lot faster.
Do they put like sensors in the ground?
Yeah, it's weird. I've ridden on that ice train twice, in Germany and Switzerland, and it's like it's trippy how it just starts tilting, and it's like makes a turn and it untilts. But yeah,
They better
those
give them
trains are
like
really nice. They're so smooth. It's like you can hardly